All right, we back. It is, oh dear Lord, day 21 on National Bourbon Heritage Month. We might just make it. I think it's a good possibility. So, all right, day 21, National Bourbon Heritage Month. Remember, stay hydrated, my friends. So what do we have tonight? Oh, a little something special from the Colonel. It is finger licking good, but it ain't KFC. It is Colonel E.H. Taylor. Oh, and what the hell? It's a single barrel. That's right. Oh, yeah. So, you know, you got. All right, here you go. You got your Colonel Taylor small batch, which is awesome, amazing. Love the Colonel Taylor small batch, which, if you're a decent bourbon hunter, bourbon quester, you're gonna get the Colonel Taylor small batch. I mean, I've got one open and 3 more in the bunker. Now, then you go from there. I guess the next harder to find is this Colonel Taylor single barrel. I have this one open. It's we got about a quarter left on that. It's about 3/4 of the way done. We got about a fourth left in this bottle, and then I do have a backup of that of a single barrel. Obviously, being a single barrel, it's different. And then you got the Colonel Taylor barrel proof, which I have a bottle of. That's, I don't even know. It's either halfway or quarter of the way to the finish, which I do not have a backup for that. But those are your 3 basic: your small batch, your single barrel, and your barrel proof, which is freaking amazing. But I'm a big, huge Colonel Taylor fan. And then you got all the other stuff, you know, 18-year-old marriage, tornado survivor, Dora jar, warehouse C, angels descended from the heaven batch, you know, whatever the fuck they come up with, which in my opinion, those are all bullshit in marketing. I'm sure some of them were good, but for what it takes to get them, and then I mean, and do they even live up? And then you get to the secondary hype. To me, that's a bunch of bullshit. Stick with the basics. Hey, we're gonna do the single barrel, but yeah, you should be able to go get the small batch. I mean, you're not gonna walk in there on a Tuesday at noon and find it sitting on the shelf. But if you're a decent bourbon quester, I think you can get the small batch. And then from there, yeah, a single barrel, you know, is nice. Well, let's just go into it. But then the gem is the barrel proof. The barrel proof, freaking amazing. Granted, I've only been able to acquire one. It is open. It has been drunk. I still probably have either half a bottle or a quarter of a bottle left. But nonetheless, it's National Bourbon Heritage Month. We're doing Colonel Taylor single barrel. So, obviously, it is a single barrel, bottled and bond, so 100 proof. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord. It does have some information on the back. We'll have to get the magnifying glass out for this. So, Colonel Edmund Haynes Taylor Jr., E.H., demanded perfection. His uncompromising standards for the highest quality whiskey are legendary. Accordingly, the barrel selected for this single barrel bourbon whiskey comes from the best barrels. What? No, from the best location in a warehouse constructed by Taylor. Barrels aging in the heart of these warehouses are routinely evaluated to identify whiskeys with the richest and most complex flavors. These select barrels are allowed to age as long as necessary to reach their peak maturity. Each barrel is then bottled individually, one barrel at a time. For an uncompromising taste, this single barrel bourbon is a tribute to the legendary Colonel E.H. Taylor Jr., a name synonymous with top most class whiskey. We love to hear from our customers, blah, blah, blah. You know, the interesting thing in there is that they say that these select barrels are allowed to age as long as necessary to reach their peak maturity, which I don't doubt, but if you're going to state we're going to allow this to age to its peak maturity or whatever the fuck they said, it'd be nice to have an age statement along with this single barrel offering, whether it be 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, hell, I don't care, 7 years. Like, you say you want to allow these select barrels to age to its utmost maturity. That's, maybe I shouldn't say this. That's probably what they'll do next, is make a single barrel age stated. So you gotta chase the single barrel. Well, you don't have to. I wouldn't, honestly. I mean, if I came across it, I would buy it. But then there would be out there, I gotta have a single barrel 7-year age stated, an 8-year-old stage, 9-year age stated, 10-year, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You know, I'm sure somebody at Buffalo Trace will figure that out and ramp that up and go after those taters. Jesus Christ. Alright. But I do love Colonel Taylor. This is a single barrel. Man, the nose is so nice on this. It's very sweet. Caramel, cinnamon, vanilla, cream brulee, cherry, a little bit of chocolate. More of that cinnamon and cream brulee. This has been open for a while, so I think those aromas on the nose have really opened up and are coming through a little bit more than I remember it. It's been a while since I've had this, because I had this one open. I know I have one in the bunker, but hey, it's National Bourbon Heritage Month. We might as well drink this shit. That's what it's meant for. No, the nose is very good. I won't say super complex, but fairly complex. Really is. I mean, I get more cinnamon, a little bit of honey too. Yeah, cinnamon, honey, a little bit of black pepper. This nose is, I mean, I will give them credit. This is a little bit more complex, at least on the nose, from your traditional small batch Colonel Taylor, which still is out of this world. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Ooh. Man, I got spice on the front, and then honey, cinnamon, and then on the back end, caramel, vanilla. That's pretty freaking amazing. The nose is superb. The palate is also complex. I mean, I got a lot going on there. I mean, obviously 100 proof. I mean, you do get a little bit of the ethanol right at 100 proof. Just really, I mean, it's not under, it's not over. It noses right at 100. But yeah, I get cinnamon, honey, a little bit of cherry too, I think. Alright, second sip. This is, damn, that first sip was amazing. Wow. This is better than I remember the last time I had it. I mean, I get caramel, I get orange, cherry, vanilla, a little bit of black pepper. I will give them credit. Buffalo Trace knows what the fuck they're doing. I mean, number one, their whiskey is really, really good. Their marketing is off the charts amazing, which is why everybody like will give up their firstborn son for certain Buffalo Trace allocated bottles, which I don't quite get, but no, this is a great experience. All right, nose is already great. I want to go back to the palate one more time. I get that cinnamon, some toffee, cream brulee, black pepper, a little bit of orange, cherry. Ah, look at that, that's great. This is really, really good. I mean, granted, it's a single barrel, so every barrel is going to differ, you know, but do I think they probably picked the best of the best for their single barrels? Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing it age stated, but then knowing Buffalo Trace, they would just market the hell out of that to where you gotta have a single barrel 7 year, a single barrel 8 year, a single barrel 9, whatever. But it would be nice to have an age statement on this, since they say they want to mature to its almost highest utmost complexity or whatever. But it is, I mean, I've got one more in the bunker. This is better than I remember. I knew it was good, and I am a big Colonel Taylor fan, but this is very nice. All right, so let me know what you think. First off, if you haven't done so, I can't imagine why, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything, helps out the channel. Then do yourself a favor, ring that little bell for notifications. That way you don't miss a damn thing here on Bourbon Quest. There'll be a new video in the next week for sure. It's a matter of downloading it and getting some content to go along with it, about a trip I just recently made where I acquired at least, it might not be, well, it probably is, the most I've ever spent on a bourbon to this point. Yeah. So ring that bell for notification. That way you don't miss out on what it is, because we'll put it up in the next week. The video where I got it, the people involved, yada yada yada. We may or may not pop it open, but if we don't, we'll do one of the others that I have. This is a special bottle, so I probably will not pop it open when we do the video for it, because I'll probably want to save it for a special occasion, but you'll still want to ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss that. I think it's going to be good. And then, hey, let me know, well, first off, smash that like button. That helps, you know, the YouTube algorithms get this out to more people. And then let me know what you think about Colonel Taylor in general, whether the small batch, a single barrel offering, which is what I'm doing tonight, their barrel proof. Those are the three ones that I care about. I could care less about warehouse C or door slightly ajar or tornado survivor or whatever bullshit marketing campaign they come up with, their next name or 18-year-old marriage. What, did you get married at 18 years old with your cousin? I don't know. But I know people, I don't know if they chase it because, well, I do know, I think. Or I think I know. I think they chase that warehouse C and 18-year-old marriage and door slightly ajar and tornado survivor, simply because, is it good? Maybe, maybe not, probably. Is it worth what people are paying for on a secondary? I highly doubt it. But the bottom line is, us whiskey lovers and enthusiasts tend to chase and want what we can't have, or what is not going to be sitting on the shelf, or you typically can't have. And I get it. I mean, a special occasion. I mean, like I said, if you ring that bell for notifications, I mean, I made a significant investment in time, money, whatever, for the bottle that I just got a few days ago. And I'm sure it's going to be great. So just ring that bell for notifications. You'll find out more about it. But what I'm saying is that, yes, this is superb, excellent. Glad I have it. Hope to open my other single barrel at some point. Would like to have, again, I mean, I'm cool with drinking this one tonight because I know I got one more Colonel Taylor single barrel. And before I open that one, not necessarily, but preferably, I'd like to have a backup. I only got one of the barrel proof Colonel Taylors. Like I said, it's either halfway gone or 3/4 of the way gone. We'll probably nurse that until we can get another one. The rest of them, I don't give really two shits about, because they ain't gonna change my life. You know what I'm saying? But this is, hey, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Love you. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for ringing that bell. Thanks for your comments. If you commented recently, I've been extremely busy, so hopefully I'll be able to respond to those in the next week. But let me know what you think about Colonel Taylor. And listen, I'm not trying to be snobbish or whatever. The small batch is great, and you should be able to get that. The single barrel is going to vary. This one is extremely good, especially now that it's been opened up for a while. I definitely think it's better tonight than what I remember it the 2 or 3 other times I've had it. And then the barrel proof is, off the charts. I really don't care about the others, but I know some of you do.